Balancing B vitamins isn't just for overachieving supplement stackers or wellness influencers who alphabetize their pantry by bioavailability. It's a genuine, science-backed strategy for protecting your heart. No green juice filter needed. When we talk about heart health, cholesterol usually hogs the spotlight, but lurking quietly in the background is a biochemical saboteur named homocysteine. Elevated levels of this amino acid have been linked with increased cardiovascular risk, arterial damage, and even stroke. And guess who keeps it in check? That's right, your trusty B-complex dream team. B1, B2, B6, and B12. Let's start with the basics. Homocysteine is a byproduct of methionine metabolism, and if your body doesn't have the right tools to break it down, it starts to accumulate like unpaid parking tickets, quietly, then suddenly. Vitamins B6, B12, and folate are essential cofactors for the enzymatic processes that clear homocysteine. Specifically, B6, pyridoxine, helps convert homocysteine to cysteine via the transsulfuration pathway, while B12, cobalamin, and folate drive the remethylation pathway, recycling homocysteine back into methionine. Without them, this whole elegant biochemical recycling plant grinds to a halt, and you're left with sticky, pro-inflammatory homocysteine mucking up your arteries. But the B-complex heart health story doesn't stop at detox duties. B1, thiamine, and B2, riboflavin, play quieter but critical roles in cardiovascular resilience. Thiamine is involved in energy metabolism, especially in heart muscle cells, which are some of the most energy-hungry in the body. A heart deprived of thiamine is a heart that starts to run like an old car with a misfiring engine, inefficient, sluggish, and prone to breakdown. Thiamine deficiency, in fact, has been historically linked with a condition called wet beriberi, which includes high-output heart failure and edema. It's not just a textbook curiosity, it's a reminder that micronutrients can shape major physiological outcomes. Riboflavin, meanwhile, is the behind-the-scenes technician that keeps methylation running smoothly. It's a coenzyme for MTHFR, yes, that infamous gene whose polymorphisms can make homocysteine clearance extra tricky for some folks. Riboflavin helps optimize the function of this enzyme, especially in people with the MTHFR 677TT variant. Studies have shown that riboflavin supplementation in such individuals can significantly reduce blood pressure, suggesting that B2 might be the quiet blood pressure whisperer we never knew we needed. B6 deserves a little extra applause here, not just for its homocysteine-lowering heroism, but for its work in modulating neurotransmitters, nitric oxide synthesis, and inflammatory pathways. It contributes to the production of serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, all of which influence stress responses and vascular tone. In other words, it helps your vessels stay chill even when you're not. B6 also helps regulate levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation, which is increasingly being recognized as a more reliable indicator of cardiovascular risk than LDL cholesterol. B12 steps in like the vitamin version of a Swiss Army knife. Beyond supporting red blood cell formation and neurological function, it also keeps blood vessels supple by helping detoxify homocysteine. Interestingly, B12 deficiency is common in older adults, vegans, and people taking acid-suppressing medications, groups that may be silently increasing their heart risk without even realizing it. In fact, even subclinical B12 deficiency can lead to elevated homocysteine and reduced endothelial function, both of which spell trouble for the cardiovascular system. And while each of these B vitamins does its own solo act, the real magic happens in their synergy. Think of them as a jazz quartet. Each one has a unique tone, but when they play together, the harmony smooths out your metabolic rhythm. Supplementing with just one, especially in high doses, without considering the balance of the others, can lead to awkward biochemical dissonance. Too much B6, for instance, can lead to sensory nerve issues if left unchecked. And too much folate without enough B12? You can mask anemia symptoms while still allowing neurological damage to brew in the background. This is why personalized, balanced intake matters, and why randomly megadosing from a discount warehouse multivitamin isn't the shortcut to a younger heart you think it is. So, what's the real takeaway here? B vitamins are metabolic multitaskers. They don't just prop up your energy or help you focus during a 3 p.m. meeting. They're actively involved in the delicate, continuous dance of methylation, vascular tone, and redox balance that keeps your heart beating safely through stress, time, and that extra espresso shot you probably didn't need. Balanced intake through food, like leafy greens, eggs, legumes, nuts, and animal proteins, usually offers the safest, most synergistic delivery. But for those with known deficiencies, genetic quirks, or higher metabolic demand, targeted supplementation with clinical guidance can be a game changer. At the end of the day, B vitamins may not have the flash of a miracle antioxidant or the clickbait glamour of a fasting mimetic, but they are unsung heroes of cardiovascular protection. Like good plumbing or a reliable Wi-Fi connection, you don't notice them until something goes wrong. And in a world obsessed with hacks and shortcuts, perhaps the most revolutionary thing you can do for your heart is to give these humble coenzymes the balanced attention they quietly deserve.